From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Ian Seymour. What do we have on him?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Ready to go now, Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's how this 4-game series gets underway. In the air, foul off first. He's there. He's got it. One away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
In today's game, hitting with power is essential, Boog. With pitchers throwing 95 and above, stringing hits together is hard to do. So home runs and extra base hits are crucial, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
There's the strike. Just underway from Tropicana Field. Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. This one in the air, center field. Mullins takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman Ben Rice.
Stepping in, Ben Rice. Rice matched a homer in his last game. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ripped to short. And the Yanks go quietly. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. We go to the bottom of the first. And starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, Garrett Cole. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Chandler Simpson leading things off and takes a strike. That one fouled off. The Rays could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Caballero takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Chandler Simpson. And next is the designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
That one hammered center field, carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Batting third baseman Junior Caminero.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Comes up empty.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Oh, that ball got him pretty good out there on the mound. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. We played an inning, no score. Back here at Tropicana Field, so now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that one in the air center field. Mullins takes it in for the out. One down.
Batting fifth, left fielder Cody Bellinger.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Bellinger went deep in his most recent game. And that is downstairs. Ball one. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Ground ball left side. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And no shot to get him at first. There's two aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Grounded to third. Could be two. The tag at third, and he's out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Batting eighth, shortstop Jose Caballero.
Now, Jose Caballero. 2 hits yesterday. One was a home run. That one missed. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Misses the sweeper. The Yankees looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Hard hit to right center. And that's the third out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca. A little bit low. Ball one. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play.
Batting fifth, center fielder.
This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the play is because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit, takes ball one. Second inning here, no score.
Ball.
Late swing, foul to the left. Two and two. On the ground. A dive. He's got it. Throws from his knees. Safe at first as they can't make the play. One down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz.
Ball.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Man at second. In for a strike. 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Runner on third after the stolen base, even with the dropped strike 3.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. Even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that they're 2 outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Carson Williams up to bat next, lays off for a ball. The Rays with a chance to score first as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So runner at second, 2 down. Blake Sable next to hit for the Rays. Fastball for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. Rays get an RBI double. It's now 1-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Fouled off. He was late. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Swings through the sweeper. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
McMahon aboard here at first with nobody out. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and a base hit. Mullins whips it back in. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Judge in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Oh, 1 now. And Judge takes a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And that is a big first out.
Well, he didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all in that at bat. Nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
Rice in the box now. Takes strike 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone as the Rays try and punch back down a run.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
On the ground, right side. The turn by Williams at second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. And there's the strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
First and second, 2 outs. Cody Bellinger now at the plate. There's a strike. Chopped on the ground. Diaz. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Yadier Arenamo.
Number 35.
Hey.
Check swing, and he went 0-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Tap back to the mound. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Chandler Simpson getting ready to hit. And that drops in for a strike. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Up next for the Rays.
Now it's the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Flied to center his first time. That one's in there. Strike 1. Ripped on a line. And that's just foul. Out to center. Grisham is there, makes the catch. Nothing across here this half. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. On to the 4th. In now is the Yankees DH, Paul Goldschmidt.
That's a strike.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher
Austin Wells, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Splits the plate. Strike 1. And fouled off. The 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Go ahead run on base. Jose Caballero will hit next. Pitch
Inside.
misses inside, and it's 1-0. 1 away, tie game, go ahead run stands at first. Top half of inning number 4. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
For the Yankees, third baseman
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Ball 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 2 on, 1 out. Fouls it off, still 1-2. In the dirt, blocked, but no advance from the runners. Here's a 2-2. Outside corner, got him looking. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. 1 for 2. On the ground to the left, Williams slings to first, and the inning is over. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. And midway in the 4th, all tied 1-1. Back now in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Just missed. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. On the ground to Jazz. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Right fielder, Johnny DeLuca.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Johnny DeLuca.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up. If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
No, outside.
Back to the mound, he's got it. Gets it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
For the Rays, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Ha!
Two down, nobody on. In the air to left center. Grisham under it. And the inning is over. Offense held in check there. We're headed to the 5th. All tied 1-1. Back here in Tampa Bay, it's Aaron Judge now. Steps in with an OPS that's been through the roof. Power and patience in one package. An impressive list.
He's doing damage and getting on base. That's rare. The kind of balance every manager wants, and the stats prove his work.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, that grounder up the middle made it a little more challenging than a routine ball right at him, but it's definitely a play you expect to make as a middle infielder, and I'm sure he wants that one back.
Judge on the run. Rice at the plate now, and that's strike 1. The 0-1. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. No throw. He's in there safely. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Ball. Ball 2.
Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
2
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Ripped to third. Over to Diaz. That was a strong at-bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Second baseman, Chisholm Jr.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Ball.
And that one's a little bit low. And the count is 2-0. The next offering misses. And now 3-0.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
That's a tough spot for the catcher, Boog. No chance of stopping the outside pitch. And now the runner moves up. Those moments can be really frustrating.
Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. That smash towards center. Mullins has a beat on it. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Aimed to score from third. It's 2-1.
What a time to miss the cutoff, Boog. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
Paul Goldschmidt now. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that is out of play. Fights it off. He'll see another. One run across in the frame so far. And we're at the top of the 5th. Caminero throws to first in time. And they get Goldschmidt for the out. That's the 3rd out. No hits, but an error to walk lead to a run. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 2, the Rays 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Rays, Yandy Diaz.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's out to center field. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Carson Williams next to hit for the Rays. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Just missed. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Judge settles under this one, brings it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Rays, catcher Blake Sable.
One out man at first. And now the catcher for the Rays, Blake Sable. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham on the move. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Yadier Arenamo digs in now. Grounded out his first time up.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
The 0-1. In the air, right field. And that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We're through 5. It's the Yankees 2, the Rays 1. Here at Tropicana Field, close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Keep your cool, won't be no fire. I'm fresh like water, no daughter. Might tell a joke, but I ain't gonna lie. On my lap like evil genius, jump out the genius, demon time. I'ma get it laid back like even Steven. Don't need a reason, be on down. Stand on me, USINESS. Yes, I'm blessed like him. In the gym, don't miss, I switch on. I'm not like them. Let me stay my case.
Now pitching for the
So out of the
Rays,
pen comes the right-hander, Michael Grove.
50th time he's come into a game this year. He's been relied on out of the pen quite a bit.
Well, one-run game, and now the catcher comes up to hit, Austin Wells.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
1-1 now. Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center. That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
The shortstop takes the ball. Grove in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2018. Right side. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Ryan McMahon now at the plate.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Ball 2.
Got him. 3rd out. So the Yanks go in order. They lead it 2-1. Back now in Tampa Bay. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson.
Chandler Simpson.
Ball.
And that misses. And that's ball 2. Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jonathan Aranda. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Rays down by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on the goal. Pitch in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Laser to the gap should score the run. Runner around third. He scores to tie it up. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Junior Caminero. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Popped up. Chisholm settles under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Rays.
Now it's the right fielder, Johnny DeLuca. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Fernando Cruz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Bednar also throwing. Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Mullins in the box now, takes strike one. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. And in at second with an RBI double.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Garrett Cole is done in this one, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
Now pitching for the
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Luis Gil.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Diaz in the box now, takes strike one. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Mullins headed home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 2.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Williams in the box again, takes a strike. Foul ball there. Got him swinging. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Rays 4 and the Yankees. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Center fielder, Trent Grisham.
The Yankees looking to rally. On the ground, right side. Diaz takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So up. For New York, Ben Rice. Line to right center field. That's a base hit. Judge around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Really important at-bat coming up now.
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at-bat. Yeah, that's fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in this.
Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score. Around third. He'll score, and the Yankees even it up. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Bellinger in the box lays off for ball 1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Tied at 4. Right through there for a strike. Line and a base hit into right. Byers to the plate. Tag.
Safe,
Not in time. Safe. And it's now 5-4.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Nice line drive to the pull side.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Michael Grove departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Cam Boozer gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
Ball.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. Williams. 1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 5, the Rays 4. It's an AL East matchup here. Bottom of the 7th and stepping. In for the Rays, Blake Sable.
No, that's a ball.
Line drive, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Arenamo stands in now and watches strike 1. Comes up empty. In there. Got him looking for the K.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
For the Rays, designated hitter.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Luis Heel won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher on here, David Bednar.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Aranda in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score.
Brings it in for the third out. One left for Tampa. They trail it 5-4. Back here at Tropicana Field, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Wells, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Ball down low.
That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Tap foul at the plate. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Trying to bunt his way on.
Just
and a foul ball. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. And foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out the side in the 8th. It's the Yankees 5, the Rays 4. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
Ball.
Hard hit, right side. Fires over to first. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now here is Johnny DeLuca. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. The Yanks trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out towards right center field. And a base hit. Around first, digging for two. Throws to second, and he's out, trying for two.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Next to hit, Cedric Mullins. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Going, gone! Cedric Mullins goes the other way. And we are starting over.
That swing completely changes the momentum of this game, Boog. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Yandy Diaz getting ready to hit.
No, that's up.
On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. Bednar, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. In the air, right field, and that'll do it. But this clutch home run gets us even again. Ninth inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Now pitching for the
We're
Rays.
back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Garrett Clevenger.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Grisham, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And a count 1-2. Stays alive. The 1-2. Ground ball left side. Down the line, and it's foul. Comes the 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's Judge now, known for his late inning heroics. Line drive. And a base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there, and that is strike one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Ground ball to the right side, but that rolls foul. And the 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman, Jazz.
Go-ahead run on base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next. To the right side, and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Had a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Bellinger up to hit. First pitch swinging. And that one is downstairs. And 1-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe. In comes the run from second. And it's 6-5. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Goldie, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. And another ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Jazz on his horse coming around third. One run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Wells in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a miss.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Bellinger is in to score. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Caballero in the box now. Takes strike 1. The Yankees trying to break this one open here in the top of the ninth.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it. Save the rest of that bullpen. Somehow stop the bleeding.
Over to Diaz. And that is that. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple left on. Bottom part of the order. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Dennis Santana.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Ball inside.
What a stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
For the Rays, catcher Blake Sable.
Digging in, Blake Sable. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
The Yanks trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Gets him to chase after that one.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Caballero takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Last chance for the Rays, and stepping in for the Rays, Yadier Arenamo. This to center field. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees make it 6 straight victories.
But with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from Tampa.
Gemini child who was written in the stars. Born God body, you are looking at a God. Went to A&D, mad P on Mall. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap dude, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the Matrix of Black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break bread with your own people.